Salvation show. Can you yell? Totally for sure. Totally for sure.
Hey, Servant Cousin Sheila Muhammad. Hey, Empress 187. Okay. I stayed late at work today and I was listening to Dani Robertson. I was listening to Dani Robertson. I said, Dad? Who's your father? We need Mari back. Can they do DNA tests on ashes? You know if they can do DNA tests on ashes? I'm just saying. Love me. I said to me. One thing. Everybody on here. Oh, you nasty boys. Yes. And guess what? I had it on like double speed or 1.5. I still only got halfway through it. 'Cause I started around lunch, but I was doing stuff at lunch, getting ready for my next class, and then I had my next class, and then I stayed after school, and then I'm trying to do stuff, and now those of you, hold on, nasty boys. I still only got like halfway through that live. When she went off, that's when my class was over.
That King Jong, the really funny actor who's on the show that I never watched, The Masked
Oh,
Singer.
thank you, RVBS.
And it's famous people and the celebrity guests, including.
Oh, damn it. I'm sorry.
So apparently, the other night, maybe you were watching it, just looking at a video clip here. The character is.
So, hello everybody. Good evening. I didn't go on this morning, so I make sure I get to work. And plus, this is the thing. I had planned on going to watch Miss Cat Medusa, which I had to do a whole other video for Miss Cat Medusa's video. Because I need to finish that one too. And I had that on double speed this morning while I was on my way to work. Because Jay is press. And I had some thoughts on some stuff about that. But definitely check out Miss Cat Medusa's Get It Off Your Chest Monday from last night. Jack showed up, you know her. And Sip was there too, but he did a good thing. When she got on the panel, he got off. The only problem I had though was like, you was up there. Which I'm trying to think, was that the whole reason? Because I thought he had been off panels for a while, but he's up there now. But that's his friend's panel. And definitely Jack came out in full effect. And I was like, well, is that what the whole point was? To get her to come up there so they can have evidence for court? Jag, you fell for that one. But then again, Miss Cat Medusa, if you are going to get a restraining order, they're probably going to tell you, hey, you probably shouldn't be having videos about her. I don't know. You might want to talk to your lawyer, but that's y'all. But yeah. So, but like I said, I'd address that in a whole nother video. But it was good because I was like, did Jack just file for the opener? You're supposed to be smart, ma'am. Oh, but anyways, that's really another fifth video. But definitely check out Miss Cat Medusa live from last night. But let me talk about Dani Robertson's live. Now I did put 2 videos. Now a lot of you who've been watching me for a while, I did like last year. I did like 2 different lives because I was a member of Real Life Productions chat at the time, and that was the only way you can watch the Jaguar Wright life story part 1 and part 2. And I did like a breakdown. I took notes and everything. I probably should re-air that. It's on my backup channel, LMSYT Reactions. And I went step by step about what Jag said, because Jag is a hell of a storyteller. But I didn't believe nothing she said. I didn't believe when she talked about the 23-year-old boyfriend that rode his bike to her house and slept with her until she woke up, and her parents didn't know that he was there. Like, I was like, ma'am, I don't believe you. That was part 1. Then part 2, she talks about Jovani. He asked her about Jovani's dad, and then she goes into this whole story about who the possible daddy is and BoJack's. And I was just like, what killed me was that every time she said, "Why the motherfucking BoJack?" That was just killing me every time. I kept saying like, and I would Google the stuff that she was saying. I was like, these people can't be real. These people can't be real. Well, lo and behold, Dani Robertson, and also shout out to Dani Baby. There is a Mr. John BoJack. Does exist. And his baby mama, mother of his child, reached out, and Dani Baby was able to contact them. And so Dani Baby was trying to get John BoJack to talk with Dani Robertson, but he ended up doing like 40 minutes with Dani Baby. So I put the timestamp in my description where you can go. Yes, Dani Baby did that. She did that. And then, hey, Tom X Love. Hey, Susan Johnson, RV, and Empress. Oh, I'm sorry. So I'm like listening to this, and I'm like, man, there's really a John BoJack. Okay, and then remember when a certain other content creator was trying to say that was her story, or she knew those people or something, and Jag stole her story from her. Now I'm just wondering if that was a lie that the other person said too. But anyway, there is a John BoJack. And so John BoJack, and also I put the timestamp of Dani Robertson putting his pictures up, and also when the interview starts. So if you just want to go straight to the interview and just hear it, and she does do commentary to it. I also put Real Life Productions Part 2 with the timestamp of when Jag starts talking about Jovani's father, a possible father, and then starts going into her BoJack story. So if you want to go back and refresh yourself with the Real Life Productions at the 10-minute, 10-second hour, that's where it starts. Like, watch that one, get a refresher. If you want to watch it without the commentary by Dani Robertson, but she did great commentary because she showed it too on her channel on the same video. But then you can watch it just Jag, just listen to her and this story that's so unbelievable, and then go to his interview with Dani Baby, right? And you just listen, and he confirmed some things. One, he exists. There is a John BoJack. 2, he did meet Jag when she was on her way to go see this boyfriend named Anthony that had been with some McDonald's. That was actually true. Okay. There were some people, either he or some people in his family, do they smoke the wet or taking wet? But Jag lied, and she said she didn't. She just had, regular weed or whatever, or cannabis. But he said no, she was doing it too. I said, and then this was the nail in the coffin, right? When he said he met Jag's parents. He took, because Jag was like a runaway. Which Jag was right about that. She was like running away. She was just whatever. And he took her back to her family in New Jersey. So he met her mom and her dad. But this is the thing. Jag is not telling us the timetable. Right. She got popped. She's not telling us the timetable right about her when was she 5 months pregnant? When she first met him, or after she had been with him for several months? Because according to Mr. BoJack, Jag told him that he was the father of her child. But when you go to the Jaguar Wright life story, Jag says at the time she didn't know who her baby daddy was. She had an inkling of who it was and who she wanted it to be. So like she was choosing, who it could be, but nothing about a blood test, nothing about anything like that, right? Hey, June J. Yeah, he said Jackie was smoking too. She didn't talk about herself. Oh my goodness, he said she wasn't talking about herself. Jag. And then in Jaguar Wright life story, she's like who I wanted it to be. He's 10 years older than me, but who it actually was, he's 7 years older than me. Something she says. And guess what? John BoJack is like 2 years older than Jag, I think. 1 or 2 years older than Jag. So when she had Jovani, she was 16 and he was 18. Because Jag is 46 like me and he's 48. So I'm just like, girl. Right? And he even said, which I mean, I'm nosy. I wanted to see the pictures of his children, his grandchildren. Because if their asses look like Jovani, and I put Jovani and him next to each other on the thumbnail, I just didn't make it big enough. I just was like, sir, Jag, you out here lying. You out here being a stereotypical toxic mother, narcissistic mother. You are doing what's called parental alienation. And then the fact that he said he later on, after Jag had the baby, she told him, took his information and said she was going to bring the baby back to see him and never did. Like, you know how heart-wrenching that shit could be to a man? Well, any human being, you make it a promise. You told him, hey, I'm carrying your baby. Then you have the baby. Then he sees you. He's expecting you. So you took his number. Did he take your number or did you not answer? And you couldn't go back and give him confirmation. So it makes me think you probably was doing some triangulation. You were juggling a lot of DICKSs because you didn't know who your baby daddy was. And then when the baby daddy came out, you probably had you some prospects. You probably went to see him, and whatever his circumstance was, you were like, nah, that's not the best circumstance. And you stayed with whoever you want. Because I'm trying to figure out how you over here saying Dani, who was supposed to be the choreographer of your girls group, is your baby daddy. Because guess what? I listened to Dani on Sean David Wade's Coffee. That man sounds gay. And stereotypically, a lot of male choreographers are gay. Now, that doesn't mean he might not have tried, for John at one time in his teens. Okay? It could have happened. And then when Jag was like, oh, he came to see the baby, and my dad gave him $500 and told him to don't come back. Did your daddy really do that? Girl, that don't make no sense. And then Sean David Wade is talking to him. This man is acting like he didn't even have a son. That he didn't even have a son. Like, did you know your son died? And I want to say the man that she says is that I think that man might be married or he might have his own kids. Like, girl, why did you pick him? Like, because I always thought that story, and then everyone kept saying, well, he kind of looks like yeah. So I'm just like, and they're like, well, maybe is it allegedly, because Jack said she was, the R word by her sister's fiance or the boyfriend or fiance at the time, who she later married. So it's like, well, is it his baby? Because there is some similarity. But I'm over here looking at Mr. BoJack, and I'm like, wait a minute now. That nose, lips, and ears. I'm like, Mario need to come back. I'm like, can can they do DNA test on ashes or something? When they got Jovani's body and that's like if it was bloody whatever, did they have some blood samples or something that they could test against the Mr. BoJack? Because I'm sorry, I'm gonna be honest, I'm nosy. I want to know, why did you reject him as a father and then you accepted this other man who right now is really disinterested? And if you really heard Mr. BoJack, he sounded really like, hey, you set me up with this expectation, hey, Dominique, that, hey, I could be the parent, I could be a father, and then you just dropped the ball and just left me hanging. And then you go on this show and tell this outrageous story about me that could affect my actual real life. And it's just like, girl. And he was right when he said, what movie was she watching? Hey, Caramel Butterfly, please hit the like button. There's 22 y'all here in the room. I'm on my way home. But I had to come on here and talk about this. I put the timestamps to the real life productions, Jaguar Wright Life Story Part 2, where she talks about Jovani's dad and the BoJacks. And then I put Dani Robertson's video from earlier today where she shows pictures of Mr. BoJack. And she also starts the interview that he has with Danny Baby. And shout out to Danny Baby for out here, doing the work, sis. Exactly. There's similarities, but it's like, yeah, like unless someone can say, hey, is there some DNA somewhere? I don't know if the police have it or not when they took his body, and because they do the toxicology and all that kind of stuff. Unless someone did that, unless Jovani really does have a child somewhere and we just don't know, can they be tested against Mr. BoJack's something? Because it's just like it's like, and my thing is at this point is, like I said, who the baby father? Because we at this point, there was one picture that I saw that Dani Robertson posted. There was a man standing next to him that I thought, like, well, that dude kind of looked like he could be Jovani's dad too. Because he had like very smooth skin like Jovani, but he was just dark chocolate. And I was like, is that Jovani daddy? He just got Jack color? Like, I'm like, wait a minute now. Is this one of the Mr. BoJack's brothers or son? Like, who this? Because I got questions. Hey, Stormy Seas today. Like, okay, I got some questions now. And then my thing is this: is this why her first husband didn't adopt Jovani? Like, did Jag not push the adoption because of this? Like, because she had said, "Oh, it's this baby daddy," but no, it's really this other one. Like, this could really get messy one day. She reminds me of. I don't know if y'all seen this. Kirk Franklin has his own channel. He was talking to a family member, and his aunt had talked to someone at a funeral, and she had talked to this guy that dated his mother, and then this man said, "Hey, I used to date your, Kirk's mom before she got with this other dude that's supposed to be Kirk's dad, right?" So his mom kept saying, "No, no, no, this is your dad. This is your dad." He had met this man who was his dad, who was absent his whole life. The man had passed away and died. But there's this other man who said, it's a possibility. And the man was like, "Well, I'm willing to do a DNA test, and whatever the results come out, when you are ready." He sounded like a really great guy. Told Kirk, "Hey, whenever you're ready, you can come and talk to me about it. So the man he took the test. So Kirk took the test. His mother lied to him. That other man was his father. Then when Kirk took the DNA result, I think he took two of them to be sure. His mother still denies that. Well, I don't know what's going on with that test or wherever you got it, but I'm telling the truth that this other man was your dad. Ma'am, DNA don't lie. And even Kirk was like, he was upset, talking about how is my mama still lying to me again? And that's what I feel is like, Jag, if Jovani was alive, would he be having a Kirk Franklin moment? Like, damn, my mama lied to me about who my daddy was. Because what? It didn't fit her, whatever she was going through at the time? How do you tell a man, hey, I'm having your baby? Then I show up. Then I say, hey, I'm going to bring you the baby next time. And then you don't bring the baby. And at this point, I have some questions for her sister. Like, hey, did you meet John BoJack when he brought Jack back to the house? Was she 5 months pregnant? Did she say this was her baby father? Or was it Dani? Did Dani actually come to the house to see the baby? Did your dad give him $500 to go away? I got questions. I got questions. Ugh. You know what? That's why I keep thinking about Kirk Franklin's situation. Like when he said, "Oh, my mama is lying to me again," and I'm thinking like he literally brought this test to his mother and said, "Hey, mama, the man you said that was my father this all these years. Kirk is 10 years older than me. I'm 46. No, I think Kirk is 54. I think I'm almost 10 years older than me. And here you are saying, no, the test is lying. Two tests is lying. That this man ain't. Well, I don't know why the test say that. What do you mean you don't know why the test say that? How are you in denial about a test? You lying. I know you lying. The test say you lying. But you telling me I'm talking to. I was like, this is Jag. This is goddamn Jag right now with this bullshit. I just was like, and then the man, I got to the part, I didn't go back to it, where Jag went live, I think on Instagram or something, and he went in the comments and he's talking to Jag. It's like, Jag, why are you up here lying about me and saying these things? And here she goes, deflecting, talking about stories. She gets on that East Coast accent, talking about, oh, here, see, this is where we met. That's where we met. That's not what he was talking about. Was so wrong that she was lying about. He wasn't lying about how they met. He was lying about the fact that she was over here embellishing this story, talking about he beat her up. His family was in a gang, and they were doing all this extra shit that she was talking about. That's the stuff that he was upset about. You know, she deflection, and then finally she get off. She's like, "Oh, I gotta go talk to him. I gotta go talk to him." Girl, you should have been down over there and talked to him. Ooh, what is going on? Oh, they got what's going on? Um, like somebody having some type of something with somebody that's walking, and the other person got their hands on. They upset. They look like I guess I'm going around. Or did Shelley secretly test Jamie to see if he was the father? So many exactly. Wait, didn't Sam did Sam Senior say he tested Sam Junior because Jack was cheating on him? Or did I just think imagine that? And this is the thing. I'm gonna say I'm gonna put something out here on y'all. Just to let y'all know. Because I wanna have to have a discussion with my stepmother. Okay. Because my mom is not here, my dad is not here, my aunt is not here. So all my life I've been told this my father is my father, right? How about I do ancestry DNA tests? Some lady contacts me because you can contact people who've taken the test and if there's some similarity. How about she contacts me and says, "Hey, I think I'm your aunt. My brother, like so many years ago, uh, he dated your mama." Mama not here to tell me. I'm like, what? And I think I did contact the lady back one time, but then after that, I just didn't do anything with it. I guess at this time, I was like, how do I even? I got a whole bunch of crap going on in my life. How do I deal with this? But I'm probably going to have a serious conversation with my stepmother because it's just like, okay, what did he tell you about how he met my mom? Like, we got to figure out something now. And then I'm being told one of the sisters is not really my, like, I need to figure out, okay, do I need to do a DNA test? And this is the thing. Am I gonna need to do a DNA test on my niece? Because my sister was her mom to see if we're related. And I'm like, I don't know if I want to do that to mess with, that might hurt a little kid or you know what I'm saying? Like, you don't understand this DNA shit. Yeah, be honest with the fucking kids. Shit. All you gotta do is be honest. Shit. Ooh. Like what? Like you see all this crap? This is triggering me. Like, like just Jang, who the baby father? Who your baby father? I was gonna put baby daddy, but I was like, let me just be a little bit not be ghetto, but not a little not ratchet. I almost wanted to download a song and say, who it is, your baby daddy? I said, nah, let me not do that. Now I did download this. I thought this was funny. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. DNA would tell if you're related to your yeah, it would tell me if I'm related to that lady, but then it will also tell me if I do my niece, it will also tell me if I'm if 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 she's my niece. But I probably need to go back and look at my results because they always get updated and more people the more and more people who take the test, then the more we get matched. Cause I'm just like cause I even have like my grandfather, my grandmother was his third wife. So I have like some half aunts I think out there and uncles from his first two marriages. And my mother was closer to them than my aunt was. So it's just like, mama not here no more. I had to figure out something. It's just, y'all talk to your kids, your family members. Hopefully your situation better than mine. Because it's just, exactly. She should have did all that talking 30 years ago. Maybe that was. So we don't know because I don't want to disturb Mama Francis, but she might have some insight. It's like, okay, when Jack came back home and said she ran into John BoJack, what did y'all tell her? Did you say, Jag, stop coming in here and telling us these different men are your baby daddy? You need to figure out which one is it. And maybe they just was tired of listening to her. Or maybe they saying, oh, you're not taking our kid, our baby anywhere with you, you know. Who knows? I'm just saying. So I'm just like, yeah, she was actually because she's a narcissist. Narcissists always shift blame. They never take accountability for anything. Oh, it's Danny out here being a flying monkey looking for people. Number one, Jag, I know you watching my videos. Number two, guess what? The only one out here with flying monkeys is you. And some of them went over there and keep me love chat. I think some of y'all came over there and Miss Cat Medusa chat last night. Why are you talking to Jag about Jag? Because Jag is talking about her. He said, yeah, that's what he said. He said, I mean, he met her parents. Yeah. To my, oh, it's the flying monkey. No, you the one with flying monkeys. Everybody know that. It's just like, girl, can you tell us something really real about your life? Or we gonna have to go and find some other folk, or we're gonna wait till other people do like John BoJack does, and somebody, either he or someone in his family, know, hear this Jaguar Wright life story and realize Jag is talking about them, but that's not the real story. For them to come out here and tell us the real thing. Like, hey, Lady Sparkle, 111. Oh, we just talking about Jag out here. Don't know who her baby daddy is or baby father is. And see, that's what I think. Yeah. Because guess what? Her middle class family gave her structure. Plus, they were 7-day Adventists, right? So that's like a little bit more on the conservative Christian side. No, you wanted to run the streets. So where'd you run right home to? Oh, the Philly, to your aunt's house. What do you mean? What happened to my hair? It's called Texas humidity. That's what happened to it. Yeah. I've been rolling it. It still has the curl in it. It's just the humidity is getting is got to it. Yeah. So yeah. Right. Oh, this is what I got, y'all. Because I've been trying because I know I like to do a little, you know. So so y'all know I got this
Bitch,
one.
I know you fucking lying. I know you fucking lying.
Jag, we know you lying. That Jaguar Wright life story, we know you was lying. It was entertaining, but it was like you were lying. This is the new one I got for this app me hold on. For this live. This is the one I got. I'm gonna keep this one though in case we get something else. We need Mari back. Wait, where is the clip at? Oh.
But who the baby father?
Jag!
But who the baby father?
Jag, who the baby father? Jag. Jag. Jag.
But who the baby father?
I'm sorry, y'all just being silly. I think John looks like Jovani. I'm noticing a similarity. I'm just saying. Yeah, that's her go to. Cause that has gotten that is the way she's found to be manipulative. Exactly. Like she's to me, I feel like she's stuck at 16 or she's stuck at high school. Like at 46, you could be on your meds, happily married, singing and stuff. But guess what that entails? That entails you realizing, like, hey, I have to change my ways and do some things that will cause me not to be able to do whatever the hell I want to, but still have peace. Sometimes boring brings you peace. And I think Jag just wants to be hither or there or whatever her emotions feel at the time and really not care about what happens. But when something does happen that inconvenience her, it's someone else's fault. It's not her fault. You know what I'm saying? With Deuce, oh, I mean with Jovani, I mean with Sam Jr. What do you mean by Deuce? Oh Lord. Okay, see y'all on the next slide. Thank you for coming by, Turban cousin Sheila Muhammad. Yeah, I'm praying for him. I hope he gets stuff together. I hope he doesn't let this deter him. Get some therapy. I do hope he does find a girl, find love, and want to have a family of his own one day, and figure out, hey, I don't have to be the parent my mother was. I can, what I'm saying? Because I think, not to say, I mean, he's 21, 22, so he's still young, but it's just like she wants him to be dependent on her, because I noticed that when they were together, she was like, "Oh, he's artistic," but then she was like, "Oh, he's doing this in art. Oh, he's doing that." But it was like, why wasn't he going to school? Why wasn't he working? Oh, you're getting him a car, but we don't see him driving. We see you driving everywhere. And it was like, okay, are you trying to relive his middle school or high school years? We over him having him be a caregiver for your mother while you and Goomba are driving everywhere else. And it's like, come on now. You want to be a mother, but you don't know how to act like one. You have an opportunity to spend more time with your son, that he's an adult, but you're not doing that. It's just like, you on the internet. You get out of jail, and the first person you call is your ex-husband to harass him, but not your kid. Okay, ma'am. You know what I'm saying? Just Can you stop self-sabotaging yourself? Okay, so that's what I was wondering too. Like if there's hair, teeth, or anything that had his blood or saliva on it. Like I know, like before they cremated him, right? Don't the police do testing and autopsies on the body? Do they keep any of that stuff, or do they have stuff in like some Ziploc bag somewhere they can test against Mr. BoJack or something like that? I don't know. Not just the ashes that Jag threw on herself, because isn't there two containers of ashes? Don't don't Sam Jr. got one and Miss Francis got the other one. So whichever box that Jag didn't touch a lot, that's the one they need to test. They could figure something. I don't know. Or did he ever go to the hospital? Did he ever like get injured and they have something on file that they can say, oh, we can compare this to that. You know what I'm saying? Okay, you keep saying Deuce. Who is Deuce? Yeah, that's what I think. Like, does anyone know? Like, exactly. See, that's her thing. She thinks she's smarter than other people, and she ends up being the butt of the joke. It's like, ma'am, are you not understanding what's happening right now? You can't blame this like, oh, it's just Danny putting these thoughts in his head. This man was thinking this for 30 years. If you hadn't have said his name in a interview, he would not be speaking to you right now. Do you understand that? Why did you go to this man and say, oh, I'm going to bring the baby around to come see you? And you didn't show up. Did you get a better baby daddy or something out there, baby father, that you was thought was a better prospect? I'm just trying to understand. Okay, I know camera above. Everyone's been telling me if he was a criminal, they might have his DNA. Oh, Sam Jr. nickname is Deuce. Oh, okay. I didn't know that. Thank you. Yeah, and I'm sure they saw he saw pictures of him, and then he looked at his own kids like, wait, or looked at his grandkid, because sometimes things skip a generation. Go like, wait a minute, 30 years ago, she said that she was carrying my baby. Like, wait a minute. Like, did when she saw him, did he have his other kids? And you decided, like, no, I don't want to have to deal with him and these other kids. Like, what was? I just got questions. That's what I'm saying. Like, some of these women, you gotta start the toxic. But yeah, there are some men out there who do leave their baby mother or baby mama or their wives and leave their kids and abandon them. But there are some of y'all who are pushing them away, and you're not allowing them to have a relationship because you're hurt. And I'm just like, come on now. And now you end up in my case, 30, 40 years later, and you looking at your DNA results like, wait a minute. I actually have another cousin. I need to contact her. We were related. It says that we're related, that we're third cousins somehow. So it means we have grandparents in common. I'm trying to talk to my aunt, unfortunately, who has dementia at the time, and ask her, like, hey, do we even have this person by this name in our family? Well, my cousin is biracial. Her mom is white, her dad is black. Her parents got together at a concert like 30 years ago. And her mom didn't want to tell her who her real dad is. But she has questions. She wants to know. She's like, oh, I know that he's from here. And I'm trying to help her. And her mom is finally, I need to figure out if her mom finally talked. But her mom only got a first name. So basically, her mom and dad hooked up at a concert in Houston 30-something years ago. Just telling y'all, just. But her mom got married to her stepdad, the one that raised her, and doesn't want her to worry about finding who she is. But she has questions, you know? My thing also, he said he gave Jag his number, but I guess I would want to ask him, well, did she give you her number, and did you ever call her? You know, and if you did call her, because you couldn't give it all on her to call you, what did she say when you called? Or did she just refuse to answer the phone? Or did he ever think about going back to New Jersey to her mama house? Or maybe he had whatever his situation was going on, and he couldn't do that at the time. Because you got kids here, physically here, that you got to take care of, So I'm just like, all I can say is this.
But who the baby father?
Y'all, part of me wants us to do this every time we see Jay.
But who the baby father?
Like, Jay.
But who the baby father?
Like, who the baby father? How much older are you, Stormy Seas? I thought we were the same age. Okay. But yeah, I just want to come on here and give my little commentary. I still need to go finish Dani Robertson and Miss Cat Medusa. I want to say Kimmy Love went live earlier, so I'm probably playing catch up. But I also been trying to read for enjoyment. So like last night, I was supposed to just read a couple of pages, and I ended up reading a whole lot, and I missed Miss Cat Medusa, so I was catching up this morning. Exactly. But you know what? I know this is gonna sound really strange to y'all. But you know how Jag is like, okay, so we know she confirmed that she's had 2 children because we've seen pictures of people with like these 2 children. But she keeps claiming like she had other children, somebody named Asia at 13, in a mosque. She says she's had other children under different circumstances. What if she's telling the truth about that? Like, if you didn't know who your baby daddy was at 15, 16 years old because you was out there, who says that there wasn't other cases where the same thing happened and you went and the baby didn't survive? Like, exactly. Like, was that a safe? Like, was that, okay, this is what I'm saying. Did she think he was a better prospect to be the dad at the time, or did she think John BoJack had moved on? Or did she tell her parents one thing and they said, "Oh, I really don't like him"? So I just got questions. And the thing is, with Jag, it's like, how can we get her to tell the truth? We got to have eyewitnesses, tape, all kind of shit. Who was way older? Yeah, that's true. There are a lot of gray areas that people don't know about. Where I would say, in comparison to where I used to live and where I live now, it is a lot quieter. Sometimes I hear my neighbors, but a lot of times I don't. Where I lived before, but it was a medical center, so of course it's going to be very, very busy. Plus, you're on a big main street. I'm down the street from the NRG, so when it's the rodeo or it's the concert, it's a lot of traffic and stuff. So it's different for me now. Like, I'm trying to get used to being on the north side. I've lived on the south side most of my life. There's even parts of Houston that I'm starting to discover, you know, like, oh, this is over here. Like, sometimes when I get lost in Houston, I like take note where I am. So I was like, oh, okay, I know what this is. So I can come back over here. Because it'd be like some really nice places. Yeah, right. And plus, she was underage. Where was that child passed from? See, yeah. Who is way older? John BoJack. John BoJack is only 2 years older than Jag. Jag was talking about the baby daddy was 7 years old or 10 years older. Yeah, that's true too. There's some towns, and then there's also some new suburbs. I was looking at a list. It said that there were two places in Texas was supposed to be the best cities. The top 20. It was in the list of the top 20 cities to live in around across the country. One is, I think it's actually a suburb outside of Dallas, which I thought it would have been Plano, but it's another city, another suburb, which I was so surprised about. I was like, I probably should never say its name on here because Jag might try to come mess it up, just mess it up. Then over here in Houston, they said it's Cinco Ranch. So Cinco Ranch is like west of Houston, but it's also very close to Katy. So I guess Katy now got its own another adjacent suburb. So, but they're over there near the energy corridor, so a lot of like oil and all kind of stuff. You know, businesses out that way, so it makes sense. So, but yeah, that's Donnie is the one she claimed gave her dad gave $500 to. I think that did and maybe I missed it. In Sean David Way's interview, did that man ever admit he got $500 or was Jag lying? That's true. Well, I'm gonna put it like this: the toxic black women got to do better. That are like her, like Jag. You know. But this is the thing. He said, Dominique. He said that their family was not no gang or anything that Jag was talking about. His family was nothing like that. Or did she think that if he knew it was his, would he take the baby? I don't know. Or did he have another girl and they had a kid and she didn't like that? Or was she doing her triangulation thing? She was having two or three people thinking that it was the baby daddy. Girl, I had to. I had my own Jaguar in my life. He wrecked my apartment and my car. I had to move. Oh, that's nice. I live in an apartment now. I would like to get I would like to get like a but I would like to get a small home. The only thing is I still hope and pray that I, get a husband or a partner and like we would want to have a get a home together, but if it doesn't happen, I would like to get my own home. But I did tell my friend that because she's engaged and her fiance they want to have kids, and so I said, well, if y'all have kids, then I will be willing to get a house with y'all, and then we would be live together. So I would help her raise the kids. It's just like my sister, you know. It's a cop out for the mother to say, "Well, I'm the father too," especially when you have men that are will exactly. And I feel like he sounded like he was willing to step up. So what was preventing you from even like doing a DNA test at the time? Exactly. Look at her. But you know what? Narcissistic mothers, they do that sort of thing too. Like, and they do things like they want their kids to do what they want to do, and they paint the other parent as the one that's the problem because they want the one that these like, oh, I love you, I'm the best, I'm this, I'm that. Exactly. Her mom and her dad and her sister. Exactly. Yeah, like if you are you really done? Are you really done? Because why? Yeah, because when I heard him, yeah, because when he was talking to Donnie, if y'all not a part of Sean Everyway's Coffee or Discord, y'all need to join. My thing is, he was asking this man about Jag and about Jovani, and it was like he had no clue, or he just was really disinterested. And I'm just like, and part of me was like, what the fuck did Jag do to this man? But then again, it was like the only thing he was willing to do was say that he was the father. So I'm just like, something's off. I'm trying to figure out, did you consider him to be the safe option? Because then your parents could just take care of your kid for you. Like, I'm just trying to understand. I'm confused. Yes, it was. And he sounded like he was just solely disinterested. And I think, if I'm not mistaken, he didn't even know Jovani was dead. It's like, wait a minute. But then Jane on Jaguar Wright Life Story, guess what she says? She calls, at least it looks like she calls Donnie on the phone and leave him a message. So, oh, I know the last time we talked to each other was 3 years ago. I'm doing this interview and I just want to know if it was okay for me to talk to them about us. So I'm thinking, like, you cover your butt? Or is that even his number? You call him. You just calling somebody. Yes, on Coffee. Yeah, this last year, that's what she was. I am. I'm trying to get acclimated. I finally found a nail place. I think I found a good beauty supply the other day. I haven't found a beautician over here, so I went to my old friend on the west side the other day. Um, so I went with a retro hairstyle, but it's like the humidity just really gets to it. But I've been getting a lot of compliments on it though. So yeah, she forgets the lies. Yeah, this guy don't, and this guy sounds serious. And my thing is this: what if, okay, you remember how Jag was like, "Oh, I had a 23-year-old boyfriend, and he did contracts for whatever mafia family." What if, and then she said a name, right? I've been trying to find whoever this person with this name is. What if that person is actually a real person too, and they show up? What if they really are with the mafia, but Jack just heard a story and just started spilling it, and these some random people show up because they think she talked too much and she know too much and she really don't know shit. Like, damn. In real life, let me ask y'all this question: how did y'all not laugh throughout that whole fucking interview? And y'all asking her all that shit. So nobody, no time during that video go, stop, Jag, you motherfucking lying. I know you fucking lying. Like, nobody doing that whole taping was like, she over here lying. But he was only 2 years older than her. Okay, so like 18 and 16. But I thought she said Donnie was older than that. Because didn't she say Donnie was 10 years older? So she was 16. Donnie would have been 26. So it's like, wait a minute now, Jag. Just, yeah, that's true too. And it took Danny Baby learning about John BoJack for her to talk to John BoJack. And the man had been trying to talk to her before this interview thing happened. Like, girl, like, what's your problem? Like, people gotta cause a scene to get your attention. Like, why you gotta run through all these damn hoops? You wanna call and do all this extra stuff, but when someone just straight up calls you looking for an answer, you dodge them. They gotta come in your chat, make videos. Cause Jan pays more attention to our videos than she does anything. And Jack, you really played yourself on Miss Cat Medusa. At first I was like, oh, they talking too much. And then after a while I realized, I was like, wait a minute now. If you want to convince the judge you need a restraining order and that this woman is crazy, you come on here and you say something for the crazy lady to show up. And that's what the fuck happened. I said, they're a goddamn genius. Jack's stupid. I'm like, you walk right into that. You walked right into that. And Jack, just to let you know, we always think you're lying. And we always think you're embellishing the truth. But you always come on here and try to convince us that someone else leaked your sex tape. We don't believe you. Okay? Now we really don't believe who your baby father is. Exactly. That's all you need is like, oh, this man killed this. Oh, you was his girlfriend. Oh, he came to, and then I think she even said one time he came over and one of his contracts or something didn't go well, and he was all bloody, and she had to like find him some clothes, and he had to take a shower. Girl, you was an accessory after the fucking fact. Like, shut up. You was an accessory after the fact. right, Dominic. Just like, girl, stop. What you talking about, stormy seas today? Did I did I say something? A question or something? But y'all, thank y'all so much for listening to me. I'll see y'all in someone's chat. If I'm not in the chat, I'm probably watching it on my TV or in the bushes. Oh, because he was shot. Yeah. Could they have blood, you know? And what if he does have a kid out there, but they see Jag on the goddamn news and they're like, nah, I'm good. You know? She's putting all this shit out on the universe. You never know. Oh, okay, y'all. I'm gonna go in here, get my dog walk boy. So, whew. But thank y'all so much for listening to me. Me being funny with my little clip. Who the baby father? If he was in jail and gave DNA, that is another way. Oh, okay. Hey, V Hard Jet. So good to see you. I'm about to log off. But thank you, V Hard Jet, Stormy Seas today, Dominique Jones, Caramel Butterfly, Timex Love, Coffee, Wine, and Water, Turban Cousin, Sheila Muhammad. Who else is in here? Maxie Red, Lady Sparkle, 111, Caramel Butterfly, June J, Susan Johnson's Empress 187. Shout out to Danny Baby. Shout out to Dani Robertson. And Real Life Productions. Real Life Productions, if y'all got some more footage somewhere, this is the time to roll it out. Oh my goodness. This is the time to roll it out. Jag, stop falling for the okie doke. You know what? You're gonna self-sabotage yourself. Never mind. Let me let Miss Cat Medusa and Silk get that permanent restraining order. Keep doing what you're doing, Jag. That's a good point. That's a real good point. All right, I'll talk to y'all later. Please like, subscribe. I appreciate all of you. I will see y'all later. Jag, one more time. Jag, this is for you.
But who the baby father?
Jag, seriously.
But who the baby father?
Who the baby father?
But who the baby father?
All I need now is for Melanie Jones to say who the baby father. I will love. I will be ecstatic. Who the baby father? Oh, all right. I'll talk to y'all later. The only thing is they don't have the same dad. They have the same mom. So you would need to see if if Sam did a DNA test with John BoJack, it wouldn't work. Only if Jovani had his own kid, then that would work. But So, okay. Right. Okay. Talk to y'all later.